This is exactly how you detach from a guy and move on with your life.
And I'll tell you exactly how men think.
I'm going to give you some tips from a feminine energy and nervous system perspective. This is going to help you so much move through your day unbothered, detach, and have the men running after you. And for those lovely ladies that are new here, what's up? I'm Natasha.
And I'm Brian.
I was a former single mom with 4 kids, went through a whole bunch of trauma and loss. If you're interested in learning more about dating and relationships and feeling good in your body again, I'm talking your hormones, your nervous system, all that.
Click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our videos and content. Today we're going to go even deeper and give you 5 ways to detach after a breakup. And what we're telling you today is something that most men would never share with you. Make sure you stick around for number 5 because that's going to be an eye turn.
Just so you guys know, for the new people here, we went through this stage as well, where we were talking when we were first talking online. Things were all hot and heavy, got all excited.
Yeah.
You know, he matched my list perfectly, and things split apart. Coach B talks more about our story in that live stream, so you can go watch it. This was so key. I wasn't doing it to get him back.
Yes.
I was doing it because I was ready to get married. But I did all the stuff that I'm going to be teaching you girls today to help me emotionally, energetically, spiritually, totally detach from him. And of course, he came running back because they always come back.
So we're going to jump right in and give you the 5 keys on what to do, how to detach after a breakup. The number one thing you want to make sure you do to make sure you detach after a breakup is to focus on you, focus on your goals, focus on what you desire out of life. First off, you feel better and you start doing things that just get you going, that make you excited. So you're focused on yourself. And what it also does is it draws that right energy, that right man to you that you desire. That meets your love list. He's drawn to you because you're not out seeking all these guys. You're not out trying to find someone. You're out doing what you desire to do for your life. And you just attract that masculine energy man who wants to come in and interrupt and help you continue in what you're doing.
From an energy perspective, this is what happens. Anytime you run towards something, it runs away. You're energetically obsessing about a guy in your thoughts. You're checking his stories. You're checking to see if he's watching your stories. You're texting him. You're allowing him to text you. What happens is you are energetically in your masculine energy. And so naturally, a heterosexual masculine energy man is going to be repelled. But as soon as you take all that energy off of him and you start just focusing on you focus on your glow up, you obsess about something else, what happens is energetically it shifts things. So naturally the masculine wants to come towards you. It clears space for the right guy to want to come towards you because you're not in your needy pick me energy.
All right, ladies, point number 2, stop answering phone calls and text messages. I know a lot of times you're just checking in. You just want to make sure everything is okay. You're being nice. You may consider yourselves friends. Continuing to answer text messages and calls, it makes us think that we still have a chance. It lets us know she's not over us yet. She's looking for an opportunity or an excuse to talk to me again. So we'll start off casually, just texting, good morning, how are you, beautiful? I'm just checking in on you. I was thinking about you. And you respond, even if it's responding with something that's not nice. The fact that you respond lets us know that you're not gone yet. So make sure you're not answering because it doesn't help you detach. It only allows us to know that we still have an opportunity.
I know this is so hard for us women because you're hormonally, energetically, spiritually entangled with this person, especially if you were intimate with this person. What happens is we have like a selective memory where you start to only remember the good things, right? You forget the reasons why you broke up with this person or why, things fell apart. It kind of becomes like a game of cat and mouse for men, right? Men love to chase things. So now you're giving him this opportunity to chase you, but in a non-healthy way. Like what Coach B is saying, it's like, it's kind of like a game for them. It's like, can I get her attention? Oh, she's not completely gone yet. Or maybe he wants an ego boost from you, right? Or maybe he just doesn't know how to handle his own emotions, wants you to come and fix him. Ladies, you got to stand so firm on these boundaries and also ask yourself, why am I struggling with cutting off somebody on social media, on phone calls and text messages? because there's a deeper issue there that you need to heal, babe, a
Mm.
boundaries issue there. You're literally training him that he doesn't have to step up.
Yes.
He doesn't have to treat you proper, and you will still give him your energy.
Yes.
This is how women shoot themselves in the foot. Take some time and do some emotional healing, inner healing, so you can actually be firm on your boundaries. It forces the guy to really think about his choices, because now he actually doesn't have access to you.
So number 3, please delete all of his pictures in your phone,
Yeah.
any pictures around the house. And this is something that we've seen from ladies that have been in our community,
Yeah.
ladies that we've worked with.
Yeah.
And it's innocent, because sometimes it can come, okay, it's a loss, he's no longer around, so
Yeah.
you just want to have him just as out of respect, or
Right.
something like that. You may have kids with him,
Yeah.
but what it does energetically, it's keeping the guy who wants to be with you, or that desires to be with you, away. Because if he's physically there, or if he's not physically there, he's still there in your heart. He's still there in the house. And masculine energy men don't want to come around if you have other men there. And it sounds funny, but the reality is,
Yep.
if he's in your phone, if he's in your house, he's there.
100%. And I see this all the time too. So one conscious decision I made after my first husband had passed away, and I still wanted to be honoring for the kids and everything. So I packed up all his stuff and I put it in my mom's house, not in our house, because I needed that to move on. I wanted to keep the stuff for the kids, but I needed to clear space. You honor your past, but you keep your eyes forward. Now, for a lot of you ladies, I understand you've gone through a divorce or just a bad breakup, situationship, stuff like that. You especially want to cut off photos in your phone, in the closet. You don't want to hold on to his old paraphernalia. You want to get rid of everything, because everything holds on to energy. And I've seen this so many times with women who have, gone through a bad breakup or a loss. They haven't dated for years, but they still have the guy's pictures in the phone, in the house, all that stuff. And once they remove it in honor, you can do it in honor, delete his photos, move his photos, clear space energetically. All of a sudden, guys are starting to ask them out on dates again.
And also, just to add to that, ladies, go through your drawers. Go through everything. Go through your closets. Go through your storage. Any old shirts that has his smell on it that you still keep. His toothbrush, anything that's connected to him, make sure you clear it all out, because it all matters when energetically you're looking to call in your provider energy husband.
And if you're really struggling with this, ask yourself if deep down you want him still reaching out to you, and that's why you're holding on to things. Or is there a reason why you are still holding on to this person? Even if it was an unhealthy situation, why are you still holding on to this? What are you craving? And I encourage you to heal that, babe, which is something that we help our girls do.
Number 4, this seems pretty simple. We kind of talked around it, but make sure you unfriend him on social media. You may just want to see what's going on in his life. You don't say anything to him. You're just watching his moves. Maybe you're a Bumble, maybe you're on a dating app, and you still have his message in your inbox. Anything on social media that connects him to you, make sure you unfriend him, because even that energetically, now you're still checking up on him. You're still connected to him. Delete him, delete any old messages that you had, delete any, also we can add this, we said it earlier, but delete any voice messages you have from him. Just delete anything that's connected to him on social media, because that energetically connects you with him.
Why you keep torturing yourself, right? The guy hasn't changed. This is not the person that matches your list for a husband, but you're keeping these doors open energetically. So of course he's going to come back and it's going to repeat the same pattern over and over and over and over again. So you need to ask yourself, why are you doing this? What that is actually a trauma bond. So if you find that you are, going away, then you're back together, you're going away, you're back together, or even on social media, you're blocking him, then you're not blocking him, or you're not answering his phone calls and then you're answering his phone calls, you are trauma bonding. And what that is, like neurologically, is you are actually addicted to the highs and the lows. You get that dopamine hit every time he texts, or you finally decide to hook back up together, or whatever it is. And it's actually addicting. That's why they call it a trauma bond. So babe, if you are in that pattern, those things don't go away. Right? It will stay in that pattern for years. So if that is you, without any judgment towards yourself, I encourage you to get healing in that area, which once again, something that we help women heal these patterns so you can clear space for your husband that will show up so consistently for you and treat you like the princess that you deserve.
Number 5, this one is overlooked so much, but we want to make sure that we detach in this way as well. And that's from his friends and families. And this can be mutual friends, families, dogs. You may have had a dog together, a cat together. Detach from them all. And a lot of times what happens, we grow close to the family because we've been in a relationship. We've gone over for Thanksgiving. We've gone over for Christmas. We celebrate birthdays together. So we have a friendship. Like his mother may still be someone that you feel like you're close to, or his sister, and you still just want to keep in contact with her. But it's so important that you detach because, again, you're keeping a door open in that relationship because what happens, he comes around his family. So now you're in the same environment and now you're kind of reconnecting from a distance. So to totally detach from him, make sure those relationships with the family are detached as well. So this is something that I went through as well with my ex-fiance. We had a dog together. And then when we decided to part ways, she kept the dog. And for the first couple of months, I was visiting the dog, like it was a child. I was helping out with the dog. And then I had to make a decision that this just didn't work because it was awkward. We were together. And then what happens is now you start compromising in certain areas. Now, thankfully, we didn't. But you can compromise in certain areas and now you're back together and nothing has changed. So make sure you detach from family, friends, and animals.
This is probably the best thing you can do as a woman after you've gone through a bad breakup, or you just need to detach from a guy or guys or whatever, is change your environment. Changing your environment will do so much for you. Change who you hang out with, your friend group, change, maybe you need to move, maybe you need to change locations. Just have a fresh start, because what happens naturally is you'll clear space to receive a whole new life, a whole new vision for yourself. Give your nervous system something new to focus on, something new and exciting. Now, I understand if you can't do that. I remember back in 2019, right after my previous husband passed away, I wanted to run away from my life. Like I was ready to move right away. And then we went into COVID. And so I was forced to stay home and heal. I couldn't even like socialize with people. And I was widowed with 4 little kids. The reason I'm telling you that is whether you're able to move or not, you can still spend time and heal, babe. The best thing that could have ever happened to me was actually being in lockdown, because I was forced to heal. I was forced to rediscover myself. I was forced to find out what makes me happy, what's fun for me. I had a major glow up physically, emotionally, hormonally, and it really prepared me for the life I get to live now with my amazing husband and this new life we get to live. Take that time to heal.
Definitely, like you said, take the time to heal. Make sure you go through these points and look to see where you are in each area, because these things are energetically holding you back potentially. Now, this is something that we go through with our ladies in the Feminine Energy Academy. We have different modules that we go over. We have different videos that go deeper into this. Make sure you jump into the Feminine Energy Academy. Once you get in, DM us, ask us questions. So much information and so much knowledge in there, the ladies in the community, and let's get you healed.
One of the biggest things that we do when you come into the Feminine Energy Academy, this is how I help our ladies heal, is we do a lot of nervous system healing, emotional healing. There's a lot of things you probably don't even realize that are blocking you energetically and subconsciously. I'd say probably 80 to 90% of the patterns that you're repeating with men, with money, with your body are just subconscious programs that are actually ingrained into your nervous system. So we do a lot of nervous system healing and also teaching you how to be super magnetic in your feminine energy so you can attract a high quality provider type man, a man that shows up for you consistently, a man that wants to take care of you and provide for you and your kids. If you have kids, if you're a single mom, that helps you just actually heal emotionally and hormonally. We hope to see you there. Let us know in the comments if this was helpful and what area you're still struggling in. Okay, we love you girls.
I love you. This one's over.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
And this is something that we're talking.
Okay, go ahead.
Maybe some hair from him.
Hair. You're doing voodoo.
maybe you have some of his hair. He had long hair and he cut it off, or whatever the case is.